page. So this is your job today. Number 2, write a 1 to 2 page script. And if you want to, you can use the yellow piece of paper. It's back by where the pencil sharpener is. So you're going to want to write a 1 or 2 page script describing a task that you could teach an incoming 6th grader. Okay, it has to be like tech related, obviously. So maybe I'll put there tech related. Okay. 3rd, start recording. Share on right now. Now, if you have time, you're going to annotate, but you may or may not get that finished. Okay, so really what I would like you to get done today is watch my video that you're watching right now, so that's fantastic. Write a 1 to 2 page script describing a task that you could teach an upcoming 6th grader, tech related, about Chromebook, something you've learned. And so I would really like you to at least try to get through number 2, maybe get to number 3, because I know it's going to probably take a while for you to upload your video. Okay? If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can always write me an email. My email is at mgross@colsk12.org. Okay? Again, this right here you should be able to do no problem. So if anything, make sure that these 2 things are done. If the record your video is not working, maybe there's a technical difficulty, whatever the case, don't worry about that. We can do it when we come back. But again, I would like you to at least get through these 2 tasks. Through my apps. I'm going to click on my channel all the way over to the left, and then I'm going to click on Video Manager. So you'll notice that it says that it's processing, okay? I have another video right here, and it doesn't look like it's renamed properly. So what I'm going to actually do is go into there and edit that. Okay, so today. Okay, and I see it right here. Now if I wanted to, I can also rename the video again. So this one was all about audio or visual enhancements. Okay. Now I want to probably pick some sort of a customized thumbnail. The only reason why I probably want to pick that is because if not, this is what my audience is going to say. Right now I don't have a picture to go along with that, but if I did, I would pick and hit for customized thumbnail. And you know what? I'm actually going to go in here and find a picture. Perhaps. Maybe I put that one on. I don't know. So it's in the process of uploading. So just give me one moment here. So see how I can, oops. And I want that to be my one. So I'm going to just hit save changes. My changes are now saved. So let's see what happened to that. So now you can see that we went from this little like bubble down here to this pretty picture. How fabulous. Okay, now what I'm going to want to do, since my other video is still processing, I'm going to go into Edit and go into Annotations. Okay? And like I said, this was all, I'm going to mute my voice here. So this was all about how to make audio, or not audio, visual enhancements. So I'm going to go over here to where it says Add Annotation, and I'm going to put a title on it. Okay? And I'm going to tell the audience exactly what it is. Now it's important that I spell this right. So if I'm not sure if I spelled it right, I'm just going to copy, paste it into my tab, and I see that that's how you spell the word. Okay, and then I can just go in here very easily, and I can change it. If I want to make the title a little bit bigger, I can bring down these little scrubber bars, and I can adjust, put it right there in the center. I can make it either black or I can make it white, depending. I think I like, I don't usually say to put titles up at the top, but let's see. Yeah, I like that one a little bit better. Okay. Now, down at the bottom, you have what's called your timeline. Please make sure to write that down in your vocabulary journal. Perhaps open up a new doc and write down timeline. That's going to be a big word. So our timeline is where all of our annotations are shown and how we can make them longer, shorter. We can move them around. Okay. This little guy right here that's moving back and forth, this is called your playhead. And your playhead shows you where your annotations are located. Okay? It's also how it moves around on the screen. All right, so I now have a title. So please make sure, to the screencast that you're going to make today, please make sure that you have a title. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of guesstimate right now and figure out where my title kind of ends. If I want to make my title a little bit shorter, I can crop it by click holding and dragging it inward, or I can click hold and drag it outward. I can also move it around if I want. I want it right there in the beginning, so it's perfection. All right, so I'm going to move down here a little bit. And I know that I asked the audience some questions here, so let's listen to them.
Here we go. This is all about how to make visual enhancements to my videos. Shoulders. So if it's going through its processing, I just want you to go through that.
So there was a little note that I wanted people to know, that they can't go and start doing the visual enhancements until the video uploading and processing has happened. So I want to give them a little annotation, perhaps a little speech bubble. And a speech bubble is great because it's like, you know, you're giving your audience a little insider information, little inside thoughts. And in this case, I wanted to tell the audience again and reiterate what I said previous. So I'm going to say, okay. Now, I notice that my speech bubble is not making all the words go in, so I can kind of adjust that here. I can go in and I can even make my speech bubble, ooh la la, a different color. Fortunately, word-wise, you can only either do white or black. That's all they have so far. Okay, so maybe I want to see how long that is.
Down at your shoulders. So if it's going through its processing, I just want you to go through that. If it's still uploading, wait for it to hit upload and then hit done. Okay, all right, so we're all in the right spot. Good, so here we go. This is all about how to make...
All right, so I'm noticing that I did have it in the right spot. I might even want to shorten this up a little bit, because I don't know if the audience need to hear it that much. Let's move on to another annotation, okay? And I wanted to hit save right up here so that my audience knows. So save is right here. When I'm ready to apply my changes, I can also hit apply changes. But I'm not ready to do that yet. All right, so I'm going to start with another annotation. and I'm gonna listen.
My channel. It's not here. Okay. I don't know where is my real copy thing? Here, do me a favor. Who's my substitute?
Now, I also noticed that as I'm talking here, there might be a little spot that maybe the audience doesn't need to hear. So I do know I can trim that, but we'll do that in a second.
Oh. Okay. I don't know where is my channel. Now watch me first. Once I go to my channel.
All right, so I hear that I'm telling the audience to go to their channel. So I'm going to go here and make a little spotlight, okay? And since I'm going to tell them to go to their channel, I'm just going to click, hold, and drag these little squares up and over so that I tell them where to go. Now that is fun because you can go colorize this. Ooh. Okay. And so the audience can see it there.
All of the videos that I have published and have edited are all appearing on here. Soon you're going to see a video that's going to be how to make auto enhancements, how to make lighting enhancements.
All right, so I like that.
And how to send it through an email. All right. But I have some videos that I have not yet finished editing. So where may they be?
All right, so maybe what I want to do here to add in another annotation, and again, I can do multiple annotations of the same thing, but I actually do like to put a spotlight right here. I think that's a good one for the audience. You know, you have to kind of play with your own and see how it kind of works for your video, but there's a multitude of different ways. I think spotlight, you'll find, is really going to be the one that you're going to have to, and you can play with a lot, and your audience will really get the full desired outcome. But let's see if I can go somewhere here.
I'm just going to delete. This one, you can see has...
So I see that I'm telling the audience about what's the difference between a public and a private video. So for that annotation, I think it's good to perhaps put a note next to it. Okay, I have done label. I have done speech bubble. Now note and label are kind of something similar, so you can pick and choose what you like. All right, so note here, let's say if it looks like an earth, it's public. Okay, so I'm just kind of telling them, maybe I want to make it there. Okay,
little,
and that's fun.
Like an earth bubble to it. So if it has a little earth bubble, that means it's public and it's out there, okay?
Now I noticed that they had here at the bottom, I don't want to have my annotation that long, so I'm kind of trim it.
I also can see how many views I have gotten. Ooh, wow, I have 2 views. Wow, okay? So, as I go, oh, look at this one, I have 18. Oh, this one I have 135.
And maybe I want to give them a little piece of information there. So perhaps I want to use my label. I like a label. And I like a label because the audience actually has to put their mouse over top of something, and then it's like a little hidden bubble of information. And maybe I want to say to them, how many views has your video gotten? You know, and then I can just kind of do that, and they can see it. I like that for a label. Okay, so you got an idea here of how to take a screencast and again, you should have written your script first of what you want to do, and then take your screencastify. So thanks for watching. Gross Academy.